Hello everyone, Jennifer with Crafty Bones. I do have a few more completed projects and another one that I've started. So the first thing I wanted to talk about, I did show you a Pipsqueak granny square that I was making a couple weeks ago, and I did make two of them. So here's the second one. The first one's already been sent out to its recipient. So this is the second one. I love Pipsqueak granny squares. They're just super soft and they make good play mats or just cuddle blankets. They're just super soft. So again, this was Pipsqueak and it's made by Bernat and it's 100% polyester. And this is 3 cakes plus the tiniest little bit from one of the cakes from the other one before. Played a little bit of yarn chicken and I had maybe a yard left. So I did put an extra row on this one as compared to the first one that I made. But this one is to go with the recipient of these the fish blankets. So this will go out with those. I believe that's the 31st that they're doing that for him. The next thing that I finished is the Ultimate Sacrifice shawl. So I wanted you to see that. I do have a picture of this on my Instagram so you can see the whole thing at once. The original pattern, which is this here, I got it on Ravelry. Like I said, it's Lorraine Pugh Designs, P-U-G-H. There's her name there. She used a wool, I used a cotton, and it is a fingering weight 4-ply cotton, and she used a fingering weight 4-ply wool. It ended in 38 rows. That's what her pattern called for 800 meters. I did go beyond that. I'm not going to leave purple, and I did not want to cut and, move up to the purple because I like the idea of the full rainbow being on there. That's what the cake was designed for. So I think the 38th row was like back here somewhere. Yeah, this one right here was the 38th row. So I added 4 rows. I added 4 rows, and when I tell you I used the whole cake, let me tell you, I used the whole cake. Did I knock it? I did knock it on the floor. So this is what is left of that 800 meters, 854 yards. Again, like I said, the pattern called for 800, but it was only for 38 rows, and it was a 3.5 millimeter hook. So this is it. Just over 2 yards. That's all that's left. So I really played chicken with that one. And that's 2 times I played chicken this week and 1, so I'm due for a downfall. So I'm going to make sure I do everything minimally this week so I don't mess anything up and run out of yarn that I can't get anymore. Because when I'm using yarn for my stash, I've had it for so long, some of it, that I'm not going to be able to get it again. And if I do get it again, like I think the yarn that I have now, I could get that again. But because I bought it more than a year ago, the dye lots are going to be completely different and there's no guarantee that anything's going to match. So this was a Cotton King from Hobby, a Cotton King twirl. I think they're, when I looked the other day, I think they're $9.90. Their normal price I think is $15.90, and I think if you spend $35, you get free shipping. The only time I bought from Hobby, I bought 4 of these because then I could get free shipping. So I bought 4 of these in 4 different colors just so I could have them all. But it is 100% cotton, 200 grams, 800 meters, or 874 yards. Recommended hook size is 3.5 to 4 millimeters. And the gauge for that is a 10 centimeter or 4-inch square, which would be 34 rows up and 25 stitches across in single crochet. It is a fine weight, and there's all the label laundry information. But again, I really like the way this came out. It's fabulous. So I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. All right, the other thing that I started this week, I wanted to add another afghan to this gift simply because this is the first baby for this person. The other person has an 18-month-old, so they have everything that they need. And so just blankets, you can never have enough blankets because they get threw up on and all that other stuff. But he doesn't have any of those things. So what I started doing is a round ripple. It's a 12-pointed star, essentially. And there are so many tutorials for that on YouTube. I don't even know. I made this one 3 or 4 times before, and I don't even know which tutorial I used. But there are several. So I'm doing it in greens. So this is where I'm at. I am on my last row of this variegated here. And then I'm going to switch back to this light color. The reason being, if I go to the dark color, then I will use more light color because it's going to be another 4 rows beyond. But if I go to the light color now and then use the dark color on the bigger one, then hopefully my yarn will keep evened out slightly and I will have less chance of playing yarn chicken. But again, this is because this blanket is worked in the round. You can make it as big or as small as you want. This blanket is all Mary Maxim yarn that I ordered from Hirschner's. I know they sell quads right now, but it's in 3-weight or 2-weight yarn, and they give you an ombre of 4 different yarns, and those are on sale this week, I think, for $16.90 or this month. What I did, because they used to sell them as a trio, and after I bought a few, I didn't see them anymore, but they might do it again. I made my own trios, and I have a couple of different sets of these now. So this is my first one. This is the dark green, and that's literally the color of it is dark green. It is a worsted weight yarn, and they're 450 yards. They're 8 ounces each, and they're, I don't even know. I mean, they're soft. It's Mary Maxim yarn, so it's soft, and it's just a typical 4-weight yarn, but it does come in the 450 yards, 8 ounces. So, but over 450. So it says here 474 yards. So we'll just go with what that says. So that's dark green. And I have this one here. And this one is called medium green. All the same stats as that, 100% acrylic, made in China. And 8 ounces, 474 yards. And then I mixed it with this, which is what they're calling green variegated. So it's really easy. The names aren't difficult. They didn't make anything up fancy. Just Mary Maxim 8-ounce yarn. Now, Hirschner's does have their own, and it's called the Worsted 8. And it's, again, an 8-ounce ball. And you can do the same thing. You can buy however many you want, because this is more than 3 colors. This is a very light green, a medium green, and a dark green. So you could theoretically put in the light green instead of the medium green that I did. But I always worry that the lighter colors, especially if you intend to make a baby blanket with, are going to end up stained. So I like going with something that's a little bit darker. But I am using a K-hook. It is a K-hook. I got this when Furls they had a big sale going on, and this was a new color, so I got the new color. But that's what I have going on, and hopefully I will finish this round ripple soon. And I do have a little sewing project I want to do. My lead that I wear for work, they never put, there was supposed to be a Velcro name tag on it, and they never did it. So I did buy some polyester cosplay fabric, which is, it feels more like a pleather. The idea is I have to be able to wash it. If I can't wash it, I can't have it on. So I'm just going to make my own. It's easier. And that's it. So thanks for stopping by, everybody, and happy crocheting.